G'day legends, and welcome back to Tech Invader. While gaming, have you found yourself getting tired of playing the good guy? Well, today we're sinking our teeth into V Rising, a top-down action RPG where you get to be a right nasty vampire. Now, you might think a vampire game is all about Twilight, old movies, and sparkly dudes brooding in their mansions, but V Rising actually captures what makes being a vampire so darn interesting. The struggle between your dark desires and a world that wants you dead. Once you load in, you're a newly resurrected vampire, weak and flickering like a thirsty little bloodsucker. The humans have driven your kind into the shadows, so it's up to you to build your own strength and carve out a place in this world. In early access, there were occasions when it felt like too much time was being spent into gathering rocks and wading around for things to craft. But the good news is, they've fixed that right up. With the release of 1.0, bringing V Rising out of early access, you can adjust multiple game settings to make crafting and getting around a bit faster, which means less time mucking about and more time wreaking havoc. This game also allows you to make a castle for your vampire to brood in.
What did he say?
It has simple build mechanics that can create very attractive looking bases. Your castle can be massive, sprawling up to 6 stories high. You can deck them out with all sorts of furniture and customizables, from chandeliers and statues to wallpapers and flooring. But here's the snag. Your castle needs a constant drip feed of blood essence to stay active. On a private server, that's not a big deal, especially since the consumption speed can be adjusted. But on a public server, your castle could crumble, or even get captured by other players if you don't log in regularly, and that can feel like a chore after some time. One thing they've added since early access that really changed the game are rift incursions. These are timed events where you fight a bunch of unique enemies to earn special shards. These materials let you craft more powerful versions of weapons, turning you into a truly formidable vampire. The combat in V Rising is almost flawless. It's fast-paced and strategic, utilizing both magic and melee in combat with a big range of abilities to unlock. I found the playstyle that worked best for me was pistols with unholy magic. Summoning armies of undead to handle business while I pick off enemies from the sidelines is a cowardly yet effective strategy. But the real star of the show are the bosses. There's more than 50 of these blighters, ranging from crazy human hunters to creepy necromancers. Each one has its own unique fighting style and personality, and they'll put your skills to the test. Each boss unlocks crafting and spells, essential to progression in the game. They're a lot of fun, and figuring out how to take each one down is very rewarding. The art style in V Rising is mildly cartoony, but it still manages to be spooky. The environments are beautifully designed, from misty forests to creepy graveyards. And the soundtrack is full of mournful strings and dramatic piano melodies that really set the mood. And of course, being a vampire game, the survival mechanics are top notch. There's a full day-night cycle, and standing in the sunlight will fry your backside real quick. But you can still get around during the day if you're clever. Anything that casts a shadow can provide temporary shelter, even passing clouds. It's a neat touch. Keeping your blood topped up is also important, as it's your main way of healing outside of combat. The blood type of your victim even gives you temporary bonuses, which encourages you to be a bit fussy about who you feed on. V Rising also has a bunch of multiplayer options. You can build a giant castle with your mates on a private world, or throw down on a public server and see who comes out on top. Personally, I prefer the private server route. But since the game came out of early access, the public servers are a lot more balanced. Overall, V Rising is a bloody good time. It's got excellent boss design, challenging combat, and it really captures the feeling of being a vampire, struggling to survive in a world that hates you. Plus, you get to build a giant spooky castle. What more could a vampire lord ask for? Now sure, like everything else, there's a few things that could be improved. There are a couple of bugs, but nothing game breaking. All can be worked around easily. But the good, without question, outweighs the bad. If you're looking for a unique and engaging vampire experience, then V Rising is definitely worth sinking your fangs into. Alright, that's all I've got for you legends today. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Have a good one.